Alright guys, so check it out. Gonna be doing a couple things to the car today. For one, I'm gonna be lowering it all the way. But one of the things I realized that when I had put the lower control arms on the car, most people don't realize this, but you actually have to loosen the bolt that goes here, right? And this bolt here, and keep them loose, and then put the load completely on the car so that this arm goes up comfortably, and then tighten it down, because if not, you're going to end up messing up the bushings. So when I loosened, or when I went to raise the car back up, I did the same thing again. I raised the car up, I put the load on it, and then tightened them back down. And the way that I'm doing that today is with a jack stand. So what you do is you keep the car jacked up, and you put a jack stand right here like this, and you can either put it on one of the lugs or turn it sideways and put it on the drum itself with the e-brake applied, and just lower the car, you know. And you could put a couple extra things in the back to just have it seat properly. Besides that, I'm going to take these GSR Fat 5s that are on the car. I'm gonna paint them gloss black, and I'm gonna take the two front seats out, because as you can see how faded my driver's seat is and how this right here is faded, is because I only did one layer of the vinyl spray when I painted my interior, because as you can see, my seats and the door panels inside of here are black. I did a video on that also. This is the stuff that I use, the duplicolor vinyl and fabric. So I'm just gonna redo the two front seats in that section right there. Then in the future, when I get some time, I'll do the carpet on the floor, or I might just order another one, because they're only $100 off of eBay. Yeah, so I'll show you guys what that looks like after I'm done, and this is on its ass. All right guys, so this is actually a different day. The other day was too windy. This day turned out to be exactly the same. So I got those two done, and these two. Right now I'm just in the process of fixing a couple little things that were wrong with the car. Not necessarily wrong, just stuff I never got around to. The shifter was a little loose, so what I did is I added a washer right here, and not necessarily a washer, so my neutral play, you know, it's pretty much non-existent now. I've got the energy suspension bushing right there, and energy suspension bushing right there on the selector also. I'm gonna tighten that up in a few. For that washer, what I actually used is one of these, which, you know, you usually see them right here on top of the valve cover, and it's got a rubber bushing at the end. So hold on one second. So if you take this and put it in there, it won't be, you know, necessarily solid, because you've got this rubber bushing on one side, and I made sure that this rubber bushing was contacting the shifter, so I still have got, you know, nice and smooth motion back and forth, and it won't be clinging. Another thing I might be doing today is taking this reservoir right here out for the AC, and I gotta look into it a little bit more, but I saw one of the guys, I think it was on Honda Street Garage on the EK chassis, actually tucks this harness by bringing it down through where that condenser is, and then it popping out over here and just plugging right back into where it needs to go. And same thing with this one. This one will just get routed down here, so you won't see any of this wiring. And same goes for this side. You take this, bring it down, and it runs underneath this rail and then comes back up on this end. And I'll be pulling off these AC lines also, and rerouting this over here maybe back this way for the reverse lights. Well, yeah, I'll get back to you when I'm done with that. Alright, so there we go after the car wash. That's about as clean as it's gonna get. See, that's just, paint is so damn old. I think I'm gonna prime the car military green. Paint the tail lights all red, and then do the rest of the car military green with the black wheels. Do like stencils, you know, like fucking stencil right here that says Rust with an arrow pointing over here. You know, one next to the gas tank that says gas. Probably gonna try and figure out something with a front lip with a splitter, and try to go lower. This isn't as low as the car can go right now. It's just where I have it so I can drive it and not be scraping all over the place for now. But eventually it's gonna be fucking dumped. I also just cleaned the inside of it too because it was filthy. And I got the spray. Sorry about the wind. So I still gotta redo that armrest, redo the front 2 seats. The back seats are kind of dark, but I don't know if this dude had an animal in here or what. But there's a fucking stain right there that I couldn't get out. And then there's just like hair all over these seats. So I gotta grab one of the rollers from inside and clean up the seats. What do you guys think about this? Look at how this plastic looks. That's with the see this plastic right here too. This is just dirt. It wipes right off. But you see how the plastic maintains its texture. So I'm thinking about just doing the whole inside of the car black. So let me know what you think. I'm gonna go upload this right now. Peace.